Your About Us page is the second most visited page on your website. And you know what? It might be repelling clients instead of attracting them. Stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to break down for you the art and the science of an amazing About page on your website and how to use it to convert clients instead of repel them. Hi, my name is Andrea Reindl. I'm a brand strategist and the founder of Legacy Creative. If you are new here, welcome. If you're tuning in again, welcome back. For more than 15 years, I have worked behind the scenes with speakers, authors, trainers, subject matter experts, helping them get clear about their brand, making it real, and then helping those businesses grow. If you are one of those people or you work with people like that, please subscribe to this channel. We would love to have you as part of our community. Now, let's dive into today's topic. About Us pages on your website. So it could be about us, about me, whatever it is, the About page on your website is a really important page. It's the second most visited page on a website, and frequently people will spend around a minute on that page, which, by the way, is a long time in internet land. A whole minute on a page reading about you is a big deal. So you want to make sure this page is attracting people instead of repelling them. Let's talk about the 3 big mistakes most people make on this page. Before I jump into the mistakes, let's also just clarify one thing. Your About Us page is supposed to build authority for you, build connection with your audience, and then tell people how they can work with you. If you have a website and the purpose of it is to build your business, that page should be telling people what you can do for them, how you want to connect with them, and the best way that they can hire you. Okay, the number one mistake I see people make all the time is they make their About page, so whether it's about I, me, or us, they make their About page all about me, I, and us, instead of making their About page about we. What your About page should be doing is talking about how you are an expert, or in the case of a company with a few of you, you all are the experts. But what you can do for your reader is make it about we. How can we work together? How can I help you get the results you want? What makes me qualified to get you a result? The thing is, your About Us page should build credibility and show your skills and show what you've done for other people. But that also should enforce for your readers that you can do it for them and that your heart and soul is in what's in it for them, not what's in it for you. Just as you build any relationship, it should always be about what can we do together. Everything from the headline to your accomplishments should be about we. It should be about how you're an expert and how you can help other people. Think about this when you're picking your pictures, your words, even the layout of the page. Think about how you can create the frequency of this is why I'm an expert and here's how I'm excited to serve you, my reader, who's also my potential next customer. Okay, so how do you fix it? If your About page is all about you and you've created the scenario that, by the way, most people have, which is your About page is me, or I, and you want to shift it to we, this is what I suggest you do. First, take 15 minutes, grab a cup of coffee, and go research some of your favorite people and what their About Us pages are like. And all you're really paying attention to is how do you feel when you land on them? Do you feel like the person is just talking about them and their accomplishments? Or do you feel like the person is talking about you and what they can do for you? Very quickly, you'll pick up a pattern, and there seems to be kind of polarizing 2 different types of pages. So first, go pay attention to what you like and whose pages really make it all about we, not me. And then what you want to do is go back to your About page and evaluate it and see what you can change. A lot of times, it's actually just changing a few words, maybe a few pictures, and like I said, overall, like the frequency of the words and the intention behind what you're doing. This is meant to build authority for you, but it's also totally meant to attract your right fit client and say, hey, here's my accomplishments, here's my expertise, my subject matter knowledge, and this is how I can help you. It's really very simple. That's how you're going to solve the first problem that most people have on their About page. Okay, the second common mistake I see people make all the time, and if you're guilty of this, be gentle on yourself because almost everybody is guilty of this. They put like fun facts on their website or something to make them personable. And all of us that are into branding will tell you that. You should go put some fun facts on your About page because it'll make you likable. And we do business with people we know, like, and trust. Well, that's still good advice, but here's the mistake people make. They put non-relevant fun facts. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're a therapist and on your about page, you put fun facts like, oh, my favorite food is pizza and my dog's name is Fred. Well, you're a therapist. Nobody cares what your favorite food is and what your dog's name is, because that's not what they're getting from you. They're not getting like a meal or dog training from you. If you were a foodie and you put your favorite food on your website, on your about page, that would make sense. Or if you were an animal trainer or a veterinarian or a dog trainer, then having your dog and your dog's name on there would make perfect sense. However, if you were a therapist, what you should put on for fun facts are things that will connect you with your audience that are also relevant to you, like maybe your temperament types. My Myers-Briggs is ENFP. My Colby is 6373. My human design is emotional generator. Go ahead and put that stuff on your website if you're a therapist. But if you're a foodie, then go ahead and put all of your favorite places to eat, your favorite food, the fun facts that are relevant to what your subject matter knowledge is. Now, why is this important? Well, it's kind of a branding thing. You see, the thing is that we need consistency over and over and over again to remember something. And the fun facts on your website are an awesome place to affirm and confirm your branding and to affirm and confirm the expert that you are for your future clients. So in radio, the general formula is that in order for people to remember you, they need to hear you 3 times every 7 days for 90 days. That's the remembering formula. So the fun facts on your about page are an awesome opportunity to confirm your brand, to confirm that 3 times every 7 days for 90 days kind of frequency, because you're keeping your facts relevant to your branding. By throwing in random facts that are sort of like red herrings and not relevant to your branding, you're actually losing the opportunity to affirm and confirm who you are to the customers. Okay, you get the drift, right? You want to make your fun facts relevant to your ideal client and who you are to them. Now, I do have one way you can add in even more intentional fun facts to not only confirm your brand, but also to build connection with your audience. I'm gonna go back to my therapist example. So say you're a therapist and you put all that fun stuff in there, like what your Myers-Briggs temperament is, and what your Colby is, and what your human design is, or whatever it is that's relevant to actually working with people. And then let's say you're a therapist who's also a parent. And you tend to work a lot with parents and you want to let your clients know that you're going to understand their challenges as a parent, then go ahead and drop in there how many kids you have and what your favorite thing about parenting is, relevant to how you're a therapist. But it is a way to really know your ideal client better and drop in something that's kind of related, but also relevant to your ideal client. So again, be super intentional about what kind of fun facts you drop on your about page and how you can make them relevant to your client and build credibility, all while keeping that we that I talked about in point 1. Okay, the number 3 thing I see people make a mistake on all the time is they forget to lead the reader to the next step. They forget to say to the clients or the possible clients, hey, this is the next step of working with me. If you've done number 1 and number 2 right, and the page has done what it's supposed to do for you, then your about page will have built authority and built connection with your ideal client, at which point, frequently on this page, they're actually just confirming they want to work with you. So at the bottom of this page, you should tell people how they can work with you. And there's 2 things I like to do that. The first one is to start with, hey, if you're still with me on this page, there's a few ways we can work together. And then you list off 1, 2, and maybe 3 ways that you can work with them, or that, they can work with you. So here's why I say it should only be 1 or 2 ways, and at the max 3. Because when they get to the bottom of that page, your browsers, your people are feeling like a we thing going on, and they do want to work with you, and you basically want to say something like this. Number 1, I do VIP days, and I would love to see if that's a fit for you. Number 2, I have a group program, and if that makes sense, then here's where you can find all of that information. And number 3, if neither of these look like they fit for you, why don't we book a call and find a way that it is going to work for you? Something to that effect will give people a way to navigate off your about page and onto a conversion page where they can hire you. Now, below that, if they still didn't bite at one of the 3 ways they can hire you, then I think it's really awesome to wrap up the page with, hey, if you're not ready yet and you just want to get to know each other better, these are all the places you can follow me. And then link to what your relevant social media channels are. And remember, keep this super simple. Only link to the relevant social media channels that you're actually active on. So if you're active on Instagram, link them to Instagram. If you're active on LinkedIn, link them to LinkedIn. Wherever you're actually engaging with your audience, that's where you want to link them off to. Keep it super simple. Remember, browsers and people on the internet are super savvy now. We have all spent enough time browsing with our fingers that we know what we want. We know when we want to buy and when we're ready to buy and when we want to just get to know somebody and follow them. There's this really cool report that Google put out a couple of years ago, and basically it said there's this whole messy middle when people are converting, and what it means is they find somebody on a social media channel and then they figure out how they want to follow them and do they like them or not and do they want to work with them, and frequently that can go on for months, and then eventually they hire them. And so you want to remember, people sometimes are on your About page and they're in the messy middle, and sometimes people are on your About page because they're finally ready to convert. So make sure your page is optimized for both of those scenarios and that you're using it to build trust and rapport with your clients. That's all about what can we do together, not what can you do for them only, but what can we do together. Okay, let's recap and wrap this up. Number one mistake most people make on their About page is they make it about me and not we. You want to make your About page about how we can work together, meaning that me, the expert, and you, the client. Number two mistake they make is they totally miss a branding opportunity, and instead of putting their fun facts to be relevant and build connection, they're random and they create confusion. You want to keep your fun facts relevant to who you are to the client. And then the number three mistake I see people make all the time is they are not telling their customers what to do next. They're not leading them down the path of either hire me or follow me. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe to this channel. And while you're going about browsing About Us pages, I would love if you share your thoughts in the comments below, because this is such a fun topic. It'd be so much fun to have the conversation about it. Until next time, my name is Andrea. Make it a great day.